lady here that I have spent time with. It's a beautiful, wonderful lady that has been given the vision and the knowledge of something that's coming to all of us called the City of Light. And Genii Townsend has blessed mine and Nina's life and everybody else's that knows her. Beyond Z, as a friend of mine used to say, which is the end of the alphabet. And I'd like for Genii to come up here and sit and share with us about the City of Light and the love wave that is happening today on planet Earth. I'm going to say a couple more things about her. She loves to have fun and go to breakfast with Nina Joy every Wednesday. And they won't let me in their club. And I know they share secrets that I would like to know. They won't let me in. But the secrets and the knowledge and the wisdom that she shares about love and the love wave and the City of Light and all the things that she gets when she goes into the embassy in the City of Light is incredible. It's always such a pleasure to hear her share with us.
The words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy eyes. Tika's heart and heart. For one particular reason, I have to acknowledge this. In a dream vision I had one time, I was wolf. The wolves are my brothers and my sisters. I know how a wolf feels when it's crawling across a wide field that's open. I know what it feels like to meet a group of Indians of light and speed. I know what it feels to be called Writing Queens. To have Tika here just brought up all that emotion that I have stored away from this vision of actually being a wolf. And any harm that comes to any of them is not acceptable to any of our animals, for that matter. That all being said, pulling my head together, I am Genii Townsend. And I bring good news. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice in it from here on. Some of you have read my book. It finally had to be put into a book form because there was so much happening that would hopefully give somebody hope that there is something better going to happen than what they have seen and have lived through. I'm here to tell you the wars will stop. There will be no more wars. Nobody wins. Nobody. We will be loved starting in this day. This is the year of magic and miracles. Being a genie, I take on the honor of being able to help grant wishes. I am the magic lamp. That sounds pretty good to you, huh? My friend Charles and I go to Disneyland about every other month. Because that's where I'm coming from. And I sit on a green bench and I talk to Walt Disney. Some people bring in all kinds of masters. I get the master of fun. And we go to see a Broadway show called Aladdin. We have seen it 43 times. And we're heading for 44, which is a pretty good number after all. Hold on to your dreams. Because if you don't, something wonderful might not happen. And we are the dreamers and the light workers of this world. We lift where people don't even know how to lift. We pray where people don't know what words to say to themselves. We are the future. We're the future of the animals and the youngsters that are running around here. But God can dream a bigger dream than we can, which has fascinated me. short form in the middle of my ordinary life, if you can call show business and pulling strings with puppets and marionettes and playing with the kids and going to Disneyland. I did. And being a wolf. An ordinary life. I'm not ordinary anymore. What you see here is not here. I'm just a figment of my own imagination. Welcome to the new world. This calling that came to me in the midst of pulling strings, God began pulling my strings. And then we got to the ventriloquist act. Guess who the dummy was? I repeat what I hear. I'm what's called you call it a channel, I'm a trans-audio, which means I bring forth to you information that I receive. I haven't a clue of what's coming through, and like everybody else who can write, automatic writing and so forth, that's how I got into this thing called life. And the city of light, Sedona. I start asking questions. My husband, Reverend William J. Townsend, was religious science. And around 82, he found out that he was a channel and a mystic. He didn't know he was a mystic. He made his transition in 97. But before that time, he found that he was to open his mouth and voices were going to come through and become my teachers. And with things I couldn't find in a book. It was wonderful. I could hear different voices, and I got fascinated. So fascinated, I put on a tape recorder and he taped all these things. Well, during that time, some of the things that he was told to do was we were in Las Vegas. We were told he was told to go into the guest room and draw anything that he was given that would come through. He couldn't draw a straight line, kids. For 3 years, he came in and out of that room saying, I can't do this anymore, I'm going crazy. I can't do this anymore, I'm going crazy. But what he brought through was a plot plan for a city of light. He brought forth 2 other architectural drawings that he had no idea how he put them together. They're in my book. One is of the gate going into a city of light. And we're talking about a city of light like you're sitting in this building. You're going to walk into it, and everything in it will be healed by light. Throw away the knives, throw away the needles, no more free flu shots. How exciting. And sometimes they make you pay for it, too. We don't need that. The technology of the future is light. And I'll talk about the city because when I start hearing about all this and I think, gee, if this thing is coming here, can I go and see it before it happens? Sure, the voices said, yeah. Took me years to get to a level where I can do the, come on, sweetheart, I'm your sister, it's okay. I'm going to read some of this because I want you to hear it as I got it, not secondhand like I had to do with it in the book. It's called Never Before, The Real Beginning. Since creation began, there has never been such a time as we are now living. That so much change has been taking place so fast. That this planet has been under pressures in a constant vibration of 7.85 megahertz, and science does not understand. Prophets, seers, and biblical writers have foretold this time of ascension. Where do we get the idea that we're alone in the universe? Hello. At this very moment, there are hundreds of thousands of entities unseen working to bring forth this creation that I'm talking about right here. And one woman said, well, you're talking about something that nobody can see. What if they don't believe you? He said, it doesn't matter, it's going to happen anyway. We're the believers of the word. We believe in miracles. So at this very moment, Time is collapsing. And the now. But no end to our world. It's just releasing the old consciousness. We're raising. Everybody in here knows how we are raising. How we still have our feet on the floor, I cannot understand that yet. And somebody just said, what if everybody in the world on this planet felt love at the same time? We're all feeling love today. It's like if they can't do that, so God's going to bring in something. Okay, now that I get your attention, we're going to have a day called 11-11-11, and there's going to be a love wave that's going to wrap around this planet, and you're going to feel love whether you want it or not. So get ready. And this is today. And look, I made new friends I can have forever. How great is this? You're cute. I needed to know in the beginning of all this, okay, we got a city of light coming through. It's a healing city. It's going to heal everybody of anything that they can think of to bring forth in their body, mind, emotions, spirits. We're going to heal all that. We're going to think straight first. Anyway, so I went in and I said, okay, I need some information. What in heaven is going on? So they give it to me in story form, because I work with the kids and stuff. Grown-up kids too, so nobody's going to escape off the door. So this is what it's called. What in heaven is going on? I really needed to know. Once upon a once, the great creator looked over his creation of stars and galaxies and planets and said, yes, this is God good. Suddenly an angel appeared and said, excuse me, perhaps you want to take a look at that blue planet over there? And the angel pointed to this planet, ours. Uh-oh. God took a closer look and saw a planet in upheavals, wars, threats of wars, people against people, and pain everywhere. And they were sending fireworks back into the universe. We don't do that. Oh my, this will never do, God said. What's to be done to bring peace once and for all? Then God got an idea. A very big, magnificent idea. Yes, that'll work. First, I got to get their attention, and then I'll work on a peace end. For this planet must be healed. I'll send my angels and light workers to set the scene. Here we are. And it will be the most magnificent production ever witnessed on that planet. I can design and bring forth a glorious healing out of this, and all will see for the first time in their history, take note, my city of light that will have within its holiness and ways of healing unknown there. Yes, I agree with me. Shine forth my light to do the healing with my love. Angels, take down this proclamation and send it forth to be picked up by those who are open to receive such good God news. Let's see. How shall I begin? Oh, yes. My proclamation. Yes, that's a good start. Take heed, O people of the earth. There will come by dawn's early light a new heaven on earth that embodies all I stand for. Love shall be my messenger, and my light shall perform the healings. This demonstration is now declared in process and is given as a gift to every living soul who inhabits your planet. That's us. Which, incidentally, belongs to me. We never think about this. This planet belongs to God. We don't own anything. We're just visitors. Okay. Make not an unbelief of this declaration, for I make the earth with my insignia of love. No longer will wars and unsettlement be tolerated. Only peace shall be your reward, and this decree cannot be stopped under any circumstances, as I stand as the Creator and vow this to be so. And now, take heed. Each one of you who is reading or hearing this, know that peace on earth is my intent, and you all will know my words are true and demonstrated. You will see this for yourself in your third dimension. Prepare yourself for such a demonstration as is nearing as the sunrise of expectancy. Awaken. It's time. And it is time. Okay, talk just a few seconds about time horse. We're living in a fast lane, kids. Hear ye, all people of light making. The energy of extended Earth areas has multiplied its power, taking place within your bodies. Mind, emotions are higher frequencies, giving you more than lifting one level. Elevators going up, kids. It may seem like you're climbing a mountain of high consciousness one day and sliding down the next. You are. You have arrived via your light body, and the rest is trying to catch up. The emotional cause effect, especially in women, is like trying to control a wild pony. Men, on the other hand, keep this elevation hidden as much as possible, but also feel the effects. Can't tell me there's one woman in this room who has not been feeling strange for unknown reasons lately. Yes, I recognize that. Your forgetting is getting stronger due to the past of being released and the new life filling the void. Advanced age has nothing to do with it. If you can't remember anything that's being said here today, even the teenagers are forgetting. I think we came in the door. I'm not sure which way we came. I know there's a wolf in here. That's time warp. In 205, we were doing 122 days in one. Now, we're doing 584, has been estimated. 584? That's over a year, isn't it? I'm no good at arithmetic or stuff. So. Why? Your world time has had a very slow velocity for centuries, and the higher the light velocity enters, the faster the speed. Planet Earth is out of the flow with other planets that are advanced. You want this, as people have screamed for peace on Earth continually, and peace you will get, ready or not. Ready or not? You all ready for peace? How many times have we said, let there be peace on Earth, and let it begin with me? Yes, ma'am?
Oh, no, I was just throwing out the peace sign.
Oh. That's not bad. Put my Kleenex away. There, when I was with Bill, a proclamation came through. And this is what it says, right from the boss. Whatever. I call it God because I can spell it. I don't know what you call it, but spirit, whatever. God's, you're cute. Proclamation. There's coming forth on this continent a new nation. Bathed in light, it stands on a new foundation of truth and honor, a city of light. It has been built by beings of light intelligence. It's pure and undefiled. When it's revealed to the masses, it will herald a new era never before seen or experienced on this planet. Those who venture there will return home advanced in thought and emotions so true that they'll change the ones around them without lifting a finger. You just walk by somebody and they're going to change. That's pretty good, because there's probably people in people's lives you'd like to see change. The city of light will retract and repel. Those who will be attracted are those who seek a healing. Those who are repelled are those who have chosen to play in the darkness, which means ignorance, for yet a while. It is in this light appearance that the world that you know it will be no more, ever. Then will come the peacemakers who spread this light throughout the lands and change the frequency around those they come in contact as if touched by angels. Do you know you're an angel? You do now. You do now. There are human light beings being groomed. Here we are, kids. That will take their place in the city proper long before the city appears. When the revelation of the city of light appears, it will seem like the second coming. All the Christians will say, this is the second coming. Because only God could bring forth what I'm talking about. We could not build it. I could not even imagine it before I got into this. Oh my God, was said quite often. Or you want me to do what? Oh, okay. It is imperative that those who want to precede this happening now address their wishes to their guiding intelligence. What you have inside, that's where you go. You go inside and get that feeling, that light feeling. We don't have all the answers, but you do. And that's all we need to know. The world is in progress of a dramatic change, and all is necessary to bring in the city of light. And it's coming. Well, I had to ask some questions. Why a city? Okay, people need healing. Why do we need a city? Why a city of light? Something that's not just pie in the sky, or somebody seeing a vision of the Holy Mary, or somebody on a tree trunk. You're going to walk and sit in it just like you're doing now. How does that happen? Is it going to land on my house? I hear that quite often. It's going to land on my house. I don't think so. I think if God can do this, he's not going to put it on somebody's house and put them out of business. Why a city? In the light of all it takes in your world, this upheaval makes more of the same. If a look of peace cannot come into being, and of course that's nonsense. For centuries, the same time warp has produced war after war after war after war, instead of a constant peace that was given as a gift in the Creator in the first place. Chaos on this planet is experienced on a consistent basis. Since this was not the original intent, and with mankind not being able to bring forth its own peaceful, loving ways, it's now moved into a higher level of progress. Out of our hands. What has achieved so far in your own? You call this year the United States. What's united? Who's united at this time? Can you get two people up who are running against each other and have one of them say something nice about the other one? Does that ever happen? Please, this is stupid. What has been achieved so far on your own? Is not the cry to the Creator, peace on earth, goodwill to man? The primal source is needed to expel. Primal source being primal of all, source being primal of all, and primal being first. That's called God. Spelled backwards, it's the primal source is needed to expel the darkness, which is ignorance. We don't know what we don't know, and we don't know how to change what we don't know, and bring light into this planet. There was a time when Bill was doing his trans audio, and the voice came through. They all became my teachers. And I had just watched a movie about ETs coming to take over the earth. I'm going, oh, big morning. And I said to him, to the boys, are they coming to conquer us? It was a very innocent question. I said, what's to conquer? What have you done with your earth? What have you done with your forest? What do you do to your animals? What do you do to each other? What's to conquer? We don't need all that stuff out there. But we have come to help. We have come to bring love. So if you run into an ET when you leave here, they're leaving with you because there's a few in here now. Just know they're friends. I'm going to talk about the Embassy of Peace before they shut me off here. But I needed to know, of all the holy places on this planet, why the USA? Why here? It's not that we're loved that much around the world. Why here? It was reported that the City of Light has been called Jerusalem for a long time. And conceived that way. Somebody's always talking about, I've seen a crystal city, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But what wasn't known was that the word Jerusalem is encoded. And if you can spell it right in the middle, it's USA. That's why we are getting it here. And people will say, this is the second coming. Everybody who has seen cities for centuries, the Buddhists, everybody, all the different ways, when this city is in place, it will be the one that they saw. All the visions will disappear. This is the one I saw. This is it. It's here. Praise God, it's here. So we know the USA, that's where it is. Okay. Why Sedona? Why Sedona? It's a pretty neat, magical place, to be sure. But why Sedona? Sedona is empowered to be the first to bring in the new spiritual power center never before experienced on this planet. It will serve to serve all who seek enlightenment on a level never before experienced on the planet. It will fill the void that many have sought for eons of time, and the time is now. Awaken, for it's time for all light workers to band together as one with their varied talents, growth systems, and the making of a new design ready to be put into action, not just for some, but for everybody. We're all making it. Everything that you ever learned is now coming forth. You needed to know the talents that you had because you're going to bring it forth in you. Sedona is called an awakening place. You're sitting in the birthing bowl. And if anybody knows about birthing, Nina does. I have been through her book and every birth that she's ever given, and a few more she may have before the day is out. You want to know what we talked about on Wednesday morning. Oh, man. It's all showbiz. Sedona has been chosen. It is the dawn of a new awakening. Sedona is empowered to be the first to bring forth a new spiritual power center never before experienced on this planet. The Genii has known for some time that this divine obsession of the divinity was in place in the unveiling when a pyramid designer decreed that this is to take place. Okay, short sidestep here. My husband was very married. No, I was married yet. I think there's a word there. He loved Hermes, let's put it that way. Hermes Trismegistus. And after he left, I was told to go, Bill had a vast library. I was told to go to a bookstore and get a book on pyramids. Why pyramids? Why do I need a pyramid? You know, I got puppets who needs pyramids. Go, get a book. I was in Tucson. So Barnes & Noble received me with open doors, and I went looking for what? What? I didn't know what I was looking for. You didn't know, like most of us do. Why am I here? I hear that a lot. Okay, go up, get a book, short form. Book fell out of the shelf, of course. I take it home. I'm looking. What am I looking for? And then in the book it said that there was a mystery school. That Hermes had a mystery school in the center of this pyramid. Oh, groovy. Okay. Then it dawned on me. I was beginning to put the pieces together. I had seen pictures of dragging big stones to put this edifice together. But the thought that came was, who designed this thing? Who designed this pyramid? Bingo, Hermes. Why does Bill get the drawings of the city? That came from Hermes. Hermes is the architectural designer of the city, like he was in the pyramid. If you know anything about him, if you don't, go look this master up because he's got 42 books out, you know, a couple hundred, whatever. He is the one who brought it forward. Sedona is the first to go galactic. Well, that was a bigger word for me to figure out. What's galactic? The prophecy is indeed that this power center of Earth has been chosen to be the first kickoff location and has its opening imprints in the city of Lightfield. We're going to birth here. So I had to chase that one down. We're in a birthing center. The city I'm talking about, the city of Light, Sedona, is a birthing place, a healing place. But we have to have something, now that we have your attention, you know, like gold jackets, pay attention here. Because this city is a prototype. And if you own property up here, kids, hang on to it because we are going to have millions of people heading in this direction. This is a gift to us. We have the energy here to bring forth this city. Right now, the vortexes are spinning like crazy. If I walk straight, I'm doing pretty good. As it is, it looks like I've got strawberry margarita somewhere now. Wish I hadn't yet, but I think I could get one.
Margaritas.
This whole thing, it's called a prototype. So once this city is in, everybody in the world is not going to be able to get, business is going to pick up a big deal, big time. But everybody in the world can get here. So what's happening? And I'm hearing from other people, well, this city is what? This city's here. So I finally went and asked, is this the only one? No. But my teachers say, first steps first. This, today, is the first step. This is the changing of the minds. Whether they realize it or not, they're going to feel love. And they're going to be very surprised when they start saying nice things to somebody they can't stand to look at. This is it. So we've got a prototype on the grid right now around the planet. There are 13 more all over that will open up all over this planet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We will heal this planet. And we'll take care of our animals. And we'll take care of our people. I honor the Indian nation. Now that I'm sort of one of them, flying around like an eagle or something. But we're the first to go galactic because we have the power. Portals are opening up all over. If you step in one, don't be surprised to see somebody come out and say, excuse me, you have your foot in my There is, what do they call it, Renee? Yeah, the world.
You talk about the inner?
Yeah, inner. I was saying underground, and that's not background. The inner earth meeting. It's kind of like an Oreo cookie, and we're in the middle. The sky people are meeting the under earth people, and we're in the middle. We're the frosting. We get all the good stuff because of what we are doing. The galactic, to go galactic means to be the first to be enlightened into the certain, to such a degree that the energy forces maneuver the opening to the heavens so quickly that the electromagnetic fields of upper and lower connection spread frequency throughout the rest of the planet in a second of your so-called time. That is, when in the starting point, the cosmic light that targets this planet, the Sedona portal, in this way a cosmic connection is made. Talking about this then. Okay, I wanted to go see this place. Okay, God. Spelled G-O-D. If I can go see this place, what will I see? Okay, you can envision. We'll open the portal, and you will take you inside to see it. You want to go with me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you some clues, too. Some of them, they're all in the book. What about, let's see, I told you about, I brought small copies. I don't know if you want to pass them around. But this is, there's 4 gates. This is one of the gates that Bill brought through. 5 stories high. It's turbo construction, whatever that means. And this is the gate that people will go into. Please don't tear it. I'll pass it around so you can see. This is one of the architectural drawings. The originals are getting, because that was 82. Getting a little weak, so I can't take those out. But I think they're going to be in a museum sometime, or me, whatever. Okay, you're going through the gate, and let me tell you what you're going to see. I have it written down so I can short form it. Just imagine entering a place of such beauty that it makes you an instant believer that anything is possible, like entering a 5-story gate that is encoded with your personal beliefs and makes you feel like you just came home. Around the entrance, all the buildings are white, etched in gold. It's all showbiz. When you go through the gate, you see all this gold, kind of padded. Any gal that sews knows what padding is, like in a pillow. And I said, what is that? Because it's not usual. Of course, none of this is. And they said it is encoded so that anybody from any place on the planet will feel like they have just come home. If you're walking by somebody who has a different language, you don't have to know the language. But you will know what they're saying. How neat is that? Talk about short forming. What is happening? Some people are hot, some people are cold. Temperature, you will be in your own temperature, like in a cocoon. Although you don't see the cocoon. This stuff is great. We really want this. Okay. Experiencing healing techniques. In the light modules. There's 4 light modules. When you go, when you go to the doctor, you have to sign all these papers and what your parents had and your grandfather died of and whatever. Don't do that anymore. You walk through Alice in Wonderland's DNA scanner. Everything is encoded on there. And so the technicians in these light modules, they know what the problem is. They know your background. You don't have to fill out all these papers, cut down some more trees for paper. It's all done. You go in the light modules. I've been there several times, and somebody else in there was before. You go in. There is music that fits just what you like. There is fragrances. Your favorite fragrance is there. You sit on what's called a flotation bed, and it floats. No legs, no nothing. And you're healed with lights overhead, all kinds of different lights, spots, flash, long lights, floods. And under the table, there is also electromagnetic fields. The whole room is made just to take care of your needs. And the technicians there, likewise. You really want to be healed in this place. Oh, Memory Manor is another building. You got any memories you like to get rid of? That the monkey talk keeps bringing back up? Oh, God, that's here again. Oh, I don't want to hear this again. Oh, and you go into battle. Get this monkey off your back. Memory Manor is a place you go in, special room with a light guide. And in front of you is a big screen, big television screen. You mentally bring up what you're trying to get rid of. Vision, the words, whatever. It flashes on that screen. And you can see the vision. You can see the thing that happened that gave you some problem. It could be something bad that you don't like, or even something good that you can't get rid of because you can't do it again. Oh, I can't do that again. That was such fun. It comes on that screen, and you're able to see it visually. Oh, the only difference is there's no emotion attached to it. It's just a picture on a screen. You are released from that. And then you walk outside, and there's a shower, not water, it's light. And that showers over you just in case, and takes away any residue, just in case you want to continue to be a victim. It's gone. And it's just that. That's a memory. There's a fountain of light in the center of the city. It's huge. It's like a big flower. It's got 4 big petals, and the light vibrates in colors, pastel colors on each one. You sit around that on benches, and you feel real good, kids. Really, real good. Oh, okay. This is wonderful. Wow. It is. They have a healing pool of one of them I saw. I'm sure there's more. That doesn't have water in it. It looks a little thicker than water. And if you have a cut on your finger, you put your finger in, and it gets healed. I said, what about the kids who have acne? You put your hands in and you put it on your face. Voila, got that taken care of. Really good. Hey, there's nothing this place doesn't have. Oh, this is the one. Oh, wait. This is the one. The Birthitarium. Girls tune in. Birthitarium I was taken into just, I went in some steps. You don't turn doorknobs, you just flow through, sort of. There was, as I looked over, I was on a terrace, looked over, there were 3 women giving birth at the same time. They were having a birthday, P-A-R-T-Y, party. The babies were being born giggling. They come out with their own tone. They come out with their own aura. And the mothers were laughing. No instruments, no cussing, no blaming anybody for anything. They were having a party. And I looked and I thought, you know, this is the way God meant it in the first place. Easy birth. And then I get reading Nina's book, and she has all the the natural ways of doing this before those women get into the birthitarium. So I think this lady over here is connected somehow. And look at them. Sure, I should get them all. They bring their own dolphin and everything. It's really good. Now, I'm going to just talk about one more, but this is important. It's called the Embassy of Peace, which I have gone to, God knows how many times. I think there's about 30 visits in the book. It's a huge, huge amphitheater. Beautiful. I have my own city guide, Luke, and he takes me where I don't know where the heck I'm going when I go in this vision. You go in this amphitheater, and it would be like me. It's done. They speak my language, so they speak in theater terms. You're coming in from backstage, on the stage, and at the edge, the rim of the stage, facing the back, is 4 entities, sometimes 5. One is I talk to, because he's been taught to speak my language. The entities, the rest of them, behind them, there are hundreds of extraterrestrial light beings who don't speak our language. They speak in tones. They speak in sound. I asked one I talked to what his name was, and he sounded from here out the back door. That was his. So called. I needed to know more, and this is where I go now. I almost went this morning, except we had some outside cement mixers going, and that didn't work so well. But when I go inside, and all these entities, there is so much love, I can hardly stand. So give me a chair. Those who are helping us bring forth this city of light are our friends. Welcome them. There's not a gray in the bunch. This is called Galactic Federation. They have peace in their worlds. And we are not allowed to go to any other planet at this time because our consciousness is so low. And that's about to change because we cannot do what we are doing and be part of a universal aim. The messages I bring from the Embassy of Peace is just that. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about fun. This city is not just one city. It's a city underneath. It can never be destroyed. So whatever happens is not going to affect the city of light. So the other thing I wanted to tell you, I expect to get this pretty soon. That means to cut it off. Are the high towers. This is what Bill brought through. We were in Okay, there's 4 of these high towers. And this is just a small drawing of what he thought through. The high towers are 1,500 feet in the air, bombarding this planet for eons of time. Are uniphase power capsules, UPPCs. And what this does, they sent Bill out to find a sunflower, trying to talk our language. You see in the middle of the sunflower, there's little pockets. This is what they catch, the UPPCs, as this gimbal moves up and out into the universe. That light energy goes down into the city, it holds the city together and lights it up. But not only that, it lights up states around. We can give such a gift. Beyond that, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Before you all fall asleep. Done a lot on 11/11/11 and information from the embassy. And this is the day the Lord has made. And we are rejoicing in it because we feel hope. Now, as I bring this to a close so somebody else can get it. There's so much to know. Just remember that there is coming. Something's coming and it's so good. This today is like, you know, at Christmas time you get a package and you get wrapped up pretty. Today is the day we begin taking that wrapping off. So by the end of this year, don't be surprised.